Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, Septeria's Room. In my last video, I shared with you a really easy multi-pocket folder, and it was this one here. And I'll put the link down below for you if you didn't get the chance to see the video and the tutorial on how I made this really lovely multi-pocket folder. Heaps of space to add all sorts of paper goodies, ephemera pieces, whatever you like. And I thought I would make another one in a mini version, but even easier than this one. And the only difference is you don't get the same amount of pockets as this one. Let me show you the smaller one that I made. And it's this really cute mini folder for ephemera pieces. So it's just another ephemera holder. And I thought I would make this out of 4x6 size papers. And I did use double-sided paper for this one. This one was using single-sided paper. As you can see here, you can see that you can see the white part. I wanted to use some double-sided paper for this mini project. And it was just so cute. And let me show you how it looks like, and then I'm going to show you how quickly you can make this a great beginner project, or if you're new to paper crafting, or if you want to make or if you're into junk journaling, you could make these using digitals or my digital kits, and you can put one of these together. So what I've got here, I made a belly band for the closure, whereas with this one I just used like one of those hair bow clips to close it. And with this one I used a paper strip as a belly band, and then I used some seam binding. I just did some simple embellishing to the front cover because I wanted to show you how fun it is to put one of these together. I just punched out a heart using my heart punch, and then just adhered one of these paper flowers to the top of the heart. And it opens up this way with a pocket here, and there's a pocket here and a back pocket. So it's pretty much the same as this, just less pockets. And I've just got a couple of bits and pieces in here of some cutter parts just to show you how the pocket looks like and what you can fit in here. And then there is another angle side pocket here. I just cut a piece of paper out of 3x6 and then just folding it over like that. And you can use one of these sort of papers to make a little note card if you want to write a little message to someone and you want to send one of these little mini folders. This will fit a gift card in here if you wanted to add a gift card, and add another gift card here, and then you can add your little message or note at the back pocket. So that would be another fun idea to use one of these for a gift card. And these are just some tags and papers that are cut up to show you that you can add some of these extra fun paper pieces in here. And these are all double-sided paper, so you can add one of these and then corner around your corners, and then you've got yourself a note card. And I made the tags a little bit higher than the folder, so this is 4 inches in height. I've just cut the paper a little bit taller than 4 inches, maybe about 4¼ of an inch. 4 inches is fine too. And then it's just nice, so when you can see the peak of the paper patterns. But you cut your papers to whatever you like if you want to add these in here. So I'm going to show you how quickly you can make one of these. And you can also add pages, some papers, and then folding it and then stitching it or stapling it to the part that's folded. So you've got some papers in it to add some papers just for some writing. So I've got here 2 pieces of 4x6 papers. They are double-sided, no direction pattern, but you can use a directional pattern for it as well. So 2 4x6 inch papers. And then what I'm going to do is I've got this little scrap paper here. I'm going to add a little extra pocket. And this one measures 2 inches by 1 inch. And then you want another strip of paper for your belly band if you wanted to make a belly band for the closure. I just cut the length at 6½ inches, and then you just make it at whatever width you want your belly band. This one is 3/4 inches, so it's less than an inch, in in the height, and then the length is 6.5 inches. So let's make the ephemera holder. It is so quick and easy. You can make this in under 10 minutes. And all you're going to do is you're going to fold both papers in half. So it's pretty much the same as this one that I showed you. We're just going to score it at 3 inches, or folding it in half at 3 inches. I'm just going to use the scoreboard. And that's it for the scoring. Or you just want to fold it, just fold that over. And press down your fold as best you can. And then once you've got your paper folded, you just want to decide which, I don't think I 3 inches, but anyway, I must have scored on the wrong mark. So what you want to do here is, with this cover, you just decide which one you want your cover out of your 2 pieces that you folded. I'm going to use this one because I've already done that one as a cover. So that's going to be my cover. And then this part here will be this piece. And all you're going to do is just slide that in like that. Pretty easy. You just slide that in there like that, and then this is your cover, and then this will be the pocket. And to create the angle pocket, all you're going to do is you're going to cut from here and cutting it up to there. I've gone in about 1/2 inch, and I've gone up about just under 1 inch from here, and then cut in an angle. I was going to use a paper trimmer, but I'm just going to use my scissors. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to cut a nice straight cut. Okay, so that's it. I probably use the trimmer to give a nice straight cut, but that's all you need to do there. Just cut that, and this piece will go over here. And what we're going to do first, let's glue this in. And you can use your circle punch. I keep forgetting to put my circle punch. I've got a 1.5 inch circle punch. You're going to just make a notch on the cover part on the right side. Okay, like that. This is the cover. And then this part is going to get glued in like that. So what we'll do here is we're going to glue down here and go across. And then down the bottom, all the way over. And then we're just going to slide that in as best you can. And just line everything up. So when you open that up, you're going to have a top pocket there, and you'll have this side pocket. Now if you want, you can glue this part down as well, add some glue here if you want to keep that secure, but I like to keep it without any glue, just to help a little bit of an opening there. And now you've got this little piece, and you can place that over here if you like, or you can place it on this side. So you have an extra pocket, but I think if you were to put it here, you're going to have a lot of bulk on one side when you add a lot of your ephemera pieces. So I thought to even that up, placing it over here, you'll have a spot here to add some pieces. And then if your paper is sticking out a little bit here, I'm going to just cut it in a little bit, just a bit away from that fold line. And then we just glue the 2 sides on this piece. And that will give us a little pocket here for some smaller ephemera pieces, your postage stamps, some stickers, little tiny tags, word sentiments, whatever you have, that will fit in there. And I've got this extra little piece of scrap. I'm going to make another little tuck pocket here, and I'm just going to place it there just somewhere extra to add some little smaller pieces. And that was cut at 2 inches by 1 inch. You can cut your little scrap paper to whatever size you want. If you wanted to add another little tuck pocket here, I just thought it's a little bit blank here and there is room to add another little tuck pocket, even though I've moved this one on that side. I'm just gonna do a little, what is this one? Just gonna angle cut that corner around it just to tidy that up. So for your smaller pieces, it's not gonna give you too much bulk. Okay, got too much glue on there, but that's okay. I'm just gonna tuck that there. And that's it for that. And that is your little mini ephemera folder with a few pockets and tuck spots. I might use this one. So there is your pocket there, like that one. You've got a pocket there, a tuck pocket in there. That will look cute in there too. And then you've got one at the back here. And then you just cut your papers to whatever the size that'll fit in the pockets. So that's all done for that. And I'm just going to make a belly band if you want to make one as well for the closure. And it was cut at, the length is 6.5 inches. You can make it whatever width you want. And then I'm just going to do 2 score lines. I'm just going to score it at 1/2 inch on each side. And then just folding them in. It just gives you extra strength when you add some trim, so it doesn't tear and rip your the part that you're going to punch your hole. So I'm just going to add some glue to these 2 pieces here, folding them back. And then I'm just going to bring it in together so it gives me the same distance for the holes. Just get that piece out. They tend to get stuck in the little hole here from the glue. Okay, oops, still stuck in there. So, I'll just put that there. And then what I'll do is I'm just going to place this in the middle, the belly or the book, and then just folding that over. And then all you got to do next is just add your string, like I have here, just sort of just threading it through, and then threading it through this side, and then you just tie your little knot with your string, ribbon, lace, whatever you have. You can decorate your front cover. I just kept mine simple. And that's all there is to this really fun little mini ephemera holder booklet. Just something little extra to make if you want to use your papers and cut them to 4 by 6 size. And that's the larger size with extra pockets in the front. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.